Kendrea with Mann Lake. We're gonna be going over the Central US bee buzz for the month of June. If y'all would, please like and subscribe so we can continue doing videos like this. Today's video, we're just gonna be doing a standard hive inspection, so come along and go with me. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to just pop your outer cover. That's simply just by running the hive tool. We was lucky enough to be able to install these early spring, so let's see what we're working with now with these ladies. As you can tell, these are Russian hybrids, so they are a little bit more aggressive than what a standard Italian package or Carnolians are, but these are a good breed of bee. They're very hardy. They take to our climate here in Kentucky very well. So let's just go ahead and get into it. If you feel like your bees are more aggressive than you like to deal with, you can always smoke. You may have to zoom sometimes, Hannah, okay? So on this frame, there's not a lot built out just yet. Just continuing on. Let me grab my frame perch. This is where having that frame perch comes in handy at. And this also had some pre-built comb on it, so. Oh yeah, we've got some capped brood here on both sides. I'm not seeing a lot of drone comb. Drone comb is this popcorn here, but I'm not seeing a lot of it, just a little bit on each frame. It's gonna be completely standard. There is a lot of bee bread. Right here, this discoloration here and this yellowing, we call that bee bread. That's the pollen that they're bringing in to the hive. Remember, whatever way you're pulling them frames out is the same way you're gonna reinsert them back into the hive. That's why I'm just lining them up. One of the things that you're definitely looking for is to make sure if there's fresh eggs and larvae. I am seeing some larvae and eggs in this region right here, which means that we're probably getting closer to the queen. She herself doesn't like to go to the outer perimeters of the boxes most of the time. Oh yeah, definitely seeing some eggs in this frame. Ooh, this little bee is actually trying to hatch out right here. Bees are a magnificent creature in the sense that they actually are not voyaging for themselves. They actually are not trying to grow their hive for their generation. It's for the next generation. And I always feel inspired by that because I feel like as humans, we kind of look at what ourself can bring. But in the bees, they actually look to see what they can do for the next generation. And that's always kind of inspiring. I always try to see if I can locate the queen. She's not marked, so sometimes it does make it difficult to locate her within the hive. But we're going to give it a good effort today. As long as I'm seeing evidence of her, I don't necessarily have to locate her. And always keep in mind, the hotter it is, the more agitable the bees will be. Ooh, this is a good formation of brood here. I'm not seeing any signs of any kind of queen cells. Oh, we definitely got some fresh eggs here. This whole opening has been reloaded. And they're bringing in a lot of pollen right now. It's a good time for it too. We're getting a good amount of rain, but not too much here, so they get a break. Oh, yeah, look at that frame. Beautiful. I'm not seeing an abundance of drone in the hive. You want some, but not a lot. I'm seeing enough nectar coming in. They have an internal feeder in this hive also. Sometimes I will let that run dry just so that I make sure that they are out foraging the way that they should. If I know that we're going through a dearth, then at that point I will go ahead and reload that back up again. But I usually try to allow them to forage on their own. especially through the seasons that they really should be. We don't want them to become reliant on that feed source, but we want to offer it to them in times of need. This is almost a full frame of honey. Look how pretty that is. And this side has absolutely nothing. Just a little nectar in this one. As you can tell, I'm just lining these frames back up the same way that I removed them, pushing everybody over slowly, not to squish any bees. And then this will just reload one at a time as we pull. This box currently has 9 full frames in it, or 9 frames in it, plus the feeder. Right now we still have 2 empty frames on one side and a 3rd empty frame on the other. When I'm down to 2 frames left in the box that are completely empty, that's when I will go ahead and add my next box onto this hive. So we're not quite there, but we're borderline there. Probably about next week we'll need to go ahead and get that second box ready to go ahead and add. So be sure to come back for that video and we'll teach you how to go ahead and add that next box onto the hive itself. But this hive is actually doing relatively well. They weren't as aggressive as I expected them to be with them being the hybrid. I know it looks like a whole bunch are flying around and they're a little aggressive, but it's a little warmer here today. We actually just had a rainstorm and that kind of agitates the bees a little bit more. So anytime we go through these hives, if it's sunny and bright, that's better, but you might actually get a little more agitation out of it. If you've not already ordered your frame perch, I highly recommend these. This is my favorite one that we offer. Be sure to let us know what you think about the toolbox. It may be something we start carrying in the future. Not so sure about that yet, but if we have enough of you all comment on it, we might be able to start making those for you all. Again, it's Kendrea here with Mann Lake for the Central Beekeeping Buzz. Be sure to like and subscribe our videos so that we can continue doing these for you and all of our customers. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to us or even check out our Bella the Bee Bot on our website. And if you need anything, be sure to give us a call. We're happy to get those orders placed for you. Again, my name's Kendrea and I hope you all have a great day.